Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I got a couple things I picked up from Target. So before I get into this, I should mention that I was literally walking around Target. I didn't go there to pick up any figures. I went there to go pick up a few items from the house. And when I went up in there, I noticed that they restocked on a lot of NECA figures. Then I went to go check the Marvel Legends section, and there was a whole bunch of figures that I wanted to pick up. As you guys can tell in the thumbnail, it was the Fox Marvel Legend characters. So decided to pick those up. And yeah, so here is the clip for those figures. And yeah, so we're gonna get right into it. Wasn't gonna record it in this Target. I was actually just doing a run to actually pick up a few things, but this Target that I went to has a whole bunch of NECA figures. So here it is. They have the Back to the Future, which is actually pretty cool. They have the T800, which I highly recommend if you haven't picked up. They got a restocks on the Broken Tusk Predator, the Nun. So that's actually pretty cool. Alien, look at that. That's actually pretty dope. Restock on the Dancing Clown. I really like this. Look at that. And that's dope. So I'm just gonna look around. They also have some of the Fox Marvel Legends, and so I'm gonna look around, see what else we can find. So I'll be right back. Okay, guys. So as you guys can see, they restocked on the Marvel Legends. They have the 2-pack Magneto and Professor X. So it comes with two different head sculpts, the Fassbender and Ian McKellen. So there is that. They got the 2-pack of Old Man Logan, Old Man Hawkeye in. They got Domino. There's the Mystique and the Logan. And they got some of the new Strongman wave in, which I still haven't seen Warpath. But that's about it when it comes down to Marvel Legends. And they got the new Halos in, but I didn't see the Halo guy himself. And then some of the new McFarlanes. Actually, none of the new McFarlanes. But hopefully they get some new ones in and take these off the shelves. Here's some Power Rangers. The Yellow Ranger, the Red Ranger. And then let's look at some of these Transformers. So they got Scrapper, Scavenger. Who's this? Astro Chain. So there's that. Then they got this big beefy down here. So I don't know. Probably just gonna pick up these two today, and that's it. Hey guys, so as you guys saw, they have a lot of things in there, and one of the few things that I saw was the Marvel Legends Fox characters, which is from the movie. There was a lot of car that just passed by. I know you guys heard that, but there is Magneto and Professor X. So my favorite thing about this is they have two different head sculpts. They have one with Michael Fassbender and then one with Ian McKellen. And so, of course, the original guy who played the movie, and then the newer one in the newer movies. Then they have the original Patrick Stewart at Professor X, and they have the James McAvoy head sculpt. But for me, I am gonna use the older ones, the original ones on these head sculpts, because those are my favorite. That's my favorite movies growing up as a kid. I love the X-Men movies, so yeah, it's actually pretty badass to actually get these as well. Even though there's nothing, I really like Michael Fassbender as an actor. He is so great as an actor. And James McAvoy, loved him in the Wanted movie, and other movies he's been in as well. What's that movie where he has like different personalities? Like that movie to me shows why he's such a great actor. I believe it was like a horror movie. I forgot the name of that movie, but it was so great, man. And yeah, so I'm gonna unbox these as well. Then we picked up the um Hugh Jackman Wolverine. So there is that. I know they have one with him in a tank top, which I would love to pick up because the screaming face on this one isn't the best. So I'm not sure I'm gonna use that as well. And then he has the claw hands, so there's that, and the regular fist hands, but we're gonna use the one with the claws, so the hands that are already equipped to it. So there is that as well. And then last but not least, you can't have X-Men figures without Mystique. So as you guys pretty heard and pretty much saw everybody's video, everybody really, I wouldn't call it complaining, but everybody's like, man, they should have just have different type of hands with her, because this hand is just a regular regular hand, which shows her, if you guys don't know anything about Mystique, she could change into pretty much anybody. So it would have been awesome if she would have turned into like a half face of Wolverine, or half face of pretty much any X-Men character she could turn into. So instead of just the normal hand, they could have did something way better. But the figure itself looks super amazing, so most likely we're not going to use that hand. We're just going to use the regular hands that she comes with. I'm not sure I'm going to use the closed fist hands, but there is Mystique, and then there is the back, but you can't really see much. But I really love the box art because most of these are blue, baby blue, or I don't know what type of blue this is. Like I said, guys, I'm colorblind, so we're just gonna get right into it and mess around with both of all these figures. Okay, guys, so when you take him out of box, this is what he looks like. There's the original head sculpt, which, like I said, I'm not gonna use this. Not that bad of a head sculpt. The eyes could have been a little bit better when it comes down to James McAvoy, because it kind of doesn't look like him. But yeah, I just wanted to show off this head sculpt before I take him out, and then I guess I could show off the wheelchair. So I don't know why they kind of did this like this, because it's actually kind of hard to plug in, because both of them, if you guys can kind of tell from the front, like right here, the wheels are kind of big, and they overloop each other. So yeah, I mean, they plug in perfectly, but they are kind of too big to fit in both of them. So I kind of wish they would have put the wheel on the side like an actual wheelchair. But yeah, there is the wheelchair. So yeah, let's actually switch out head sculpt. So okay, so here is Charles Xavier, which is basically Patrick Stewart's head sculpt. And yeah, to me, this one's a real good head sculpt. I really like this one. This one looks more like Patrick Stewart than the other one with James McAvoy. I really like this head sculpt. So yeah, really perfect. The only thing I kind of wish that it came with is that I wish it came with Cerebro. So what you could do is you could grab the Cerebro off of the Cuckoos and put the Cerebro on here. So if you have an extra, because if you bought 3 of them, most likely you might have an extra Cerebro. And you could actually put that on here for Professor X. So there is that. And now let's look at Magneto. Okay, so here is the first original head sculpt that comes with this, and there is the Michael Fassbender head sculpt, and him with the screaming teeth basically. And yeah, it's a good one. Like I said, not one I'm gonna use, but let's switch out the head sculpts and show off all of them before I mess around with the last figure I'm gonna use and the end of this figure. Guys, this is basically the young Michael Fassbender, and yeah, there is the head sculpt. So actually, it doesn't really look like Michael Fassbender, if you ask me. But I know his likeness is kind of hard to get in figure form. But there is the side, and let's look at the back. So there is the back. But yeah, there is the young version of Michael Fassbender, and I believe that is about it for the Michael Fassbender. So now let's look at the Ian McKellen. Is the Ian McKellen head sculpt, and to me it looks really good. I really like this as well. Not the head sculpt I'm gonna use for this because I'm gonna use the one with the helmet, but yeah, this is a real good Magneto head sculpt, and yeah, I really like this one. Then here is the side if you guys want to get a good shot of that. And yeah, so I'm going to switch out to the final one I'm going to use for this figure. Guys, so here is the final head sculpt I'm going to use. And like I said, it has the helmet looking so badass. I really like the design of it. And then I went ahead and switched out one of the hands and put in the, you know, the open hand, the gripping hand, which most likely is him using his power hand. So there is that. Actually, there's an accessory that comes. It comes with this pipe. So what you could do is switch out one of the hands and use this little pipe to make it look like he's actually using his ability. But I am not going to use that because I really like how this looks. And then here is kind of like the whole design of it. You know, you got the cape flowing off to the side. I really like that as well. Then there's kind of like his chest plate, which is like armored up. I really like that as well. And then here's kind of like the bottom. So yeah, there is the 2-pack of Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart. So let's switch out the figures. Okay guys, so when you take him out of the box, this is how his original head sculpt looks that comes with the figure. So he has the screaming teeth with, I don't know, there's something just a little bit off about the screaming face. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. Even though I normally like these screaming faces and normally the type of faces I use when it comes down to any figure, I'm just not really digging the look of this figure. And then here's like the side shot. It looks good on the side shot, and then there is the back. But yeah, I don't know, man, something's a little bit off with this screaming head. But now let's switch out the head sculpts. And here is the other one that looks absolutely great. I really like this head because this one definitely looks like Hugh Jackman, as you guys can tell. Then here is the side look, and basically the same when it comes down to the hair and all that. So yeah, man, I really like this head sculpt more than I do the screaming head. So if you guys want to compare it, that's both of them, how they kind of compare. I don't know. I mean, they do look really similar, but I don't know. There's just something a little bit off. Maybe the teeth that's kind of throwing it off a little bit, or the eyebrows, and how they have the two different faces looking, because this is just normal. So I don't know. I might just leave the normal head on here. I mean, this head. Yeah, normal. This normal look, and yeah, just leave it like that. I do have a Marvel Legends Sabretooth, but I kind of wish they do one with the movies with like Liev Schreiber. If you guys don't know who that is, maybe I'll put up a picture or just Google Liev Schreiber. So his Wolverine, his that's Wolverine, his Sabretooth. And there is that. I wish they do a Toad. Definitely need another Toad. And yeah, so I still gotta pick up a lot of the X-Men, Cyclops, Rogue, a lot of X-Men that I'm missing. But yeah, I really love these Marvel 2000 characters. So now let's look at the last final figure, and that is, might as well show off the whole body before I do that. Then, you know, I really love the denim look to it. You know, he has his polo with the white tee underneath it. The jacket's a little bit weathered. I really like that. Kind of looks like it's ripped. And then the pants is kind of weathered too. I really like that. There's a I don't know, looks like an Indian chief on his belt buckle. That actually looks pretty cool. And then he has the normal brown boots. So really like that. And then here's a back shot. Yeah, so this jacket looks pretty good. I really like this. So like I said, there's the last final look of Wolverine. This is how she looks. Really love the head sculpt on this one. As you guys can tell, that definitely looks like the original Mystique that comes in the movie. Really like this head sculpt. Love the eyes, man. She's just freaky character if you ask me. Always loved her look. Just real unique design. And then here's the hair, which I think they really nailed this figure. When it comes down to that, going down to her whole body, she has the you know, the blue, the baby, it looks like darker blue on the inside on the scales, and then just regular blue on the inside. So like I said, really nailed it when it comes down to this figure. You know, she has all these little small tiny details going around her whole body. And yeah, if you guys don't know, Mystique is just completely naked. This is like her naked look compared to it, but since her body's all blue, you doesn't look like a normal naked body. So like I said, she has the details. Man, I think they nailed it when it comes down to the little small details going all around here. Her figure then goes down to her legs as well. So yeah, really badass figure if you ask me, man. And one final look of Mystique and the final look of this whole video. Okay guys, so here is the last final look of all of them together. And yeah, to me they look so badass. So like I said, if you can find an extra figure with Cerebro on it, you could actually put that on to Patrick Stewart's Xavier, and yeah, it would actually look pretty good. And then yeah, I really love, I mean, you guys could tell just the colors flowing off of the Magneto. The original head sculpt for Hugh Jackman, that definitely looks like Hugh Jackman. The Mystique, these Marvel, not Marvel, well, they're all Marvel, but X-Men 2000 figures are amazing if you ask me, man. If you guys see them in stores, definitely pick them up. I'm gonna try to track down the Wolverine, the one with the white tank top, because I really like the head sculpts on that. So I'm gonna try to look for that as well. And I'm gonna try to look for another Cuckoo, so I could get an extra Cerebro, so I could put on my Xavier. And yeah, that pretty much does it for that until they come out with more of these figures. So I believe that's the only ones I am missing from this wave, is the white tank top. I believe that is it for this wave. I might have to do some more research to see which I am missing, but yeah, that is the last for this figure and the end of this video. Okay guys, that is the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed this one, please consider hitting the like and the subscribe button. Helps the channel out tremendously, keeps me motivated to keep doing videos just like this. Yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Like I said, I'm gonna track down those figures and try to or that figure I should say. And I believe we're getting so close to the end of October, so I still got a lot of videos planned coming in the future. And yeah, you guys have a wonderful, amazing day, and see you guys later.